Okay.
I got to get the screen fixed. That's why I'm getting the screen. It's not the screen isn't broke, but one of my corners. I have to show you, but I'm getting
Okay.
it fixed this week. Unless you just want the computer and I got a guy that's gonna fix it for me. If you want to just worry about getting it fixed, I don't care. But either way, I'm dropping it off with him this week.
I can wait then.
Yeah.
I've gone this long. A few more days ain't gonna hurt.
Oh, it's gonna be at least a week, brother, because I leave Wednesday and I won't be back till the following Monday, and which means
Right.
I probably wouldn't get my computer back if he's done with it to like that freaking Wednesday. So it would have been longer than that. Look, Hunter, you at least got another 2 weeks, bro.
No, you good. We good. We're fine.
Man, what went wrong for these peoples? I love topics like this.
Yeah.
Am I looking for Wolfpack? Excuse me. Bros, y'all end of the month been kind of draining too.
Man, we've been slow for since right before Christmas.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, we ain't. This has been like, bro, this has been crazy, bro. Like this whole little what you call it, bro. This whole little time frame for work, it's just been crazy.
People start getting them tax returns in, they don't know what to do.
It ain't even there. We ain't even got the tax returns thing. We just been like it's body shop world different though, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Every end of the month for a body shop gonna be crazy. What up, peoples? We got a great show.
What's good?
We got a great show planned for you all. We are doing what went wrong for these superstars. If you welcome, I think you welcome back. Hey Hunter, am I echoing? I think your mic tweaking. Echo. Crow, I'm using that intro, by the way.
Okay, we're back. That was crazy.
Don't worry about it. Crow, I'm using that intro. Crow, you actually like this too. Hunter, pick your head up. All right, there you go. I just didn't want to have your whole cranium out there like that.
Age is showing, man. Age is showing.
Yeah, you ain't even that old, bro. But y'all, we have a list of superstars that we are going to we have a list of superstars, and what we're going to do, guys, is we had a list of guys, or a list of superstars, and what we're going to do is tell you what went wrong for these careers. But before that, I gotta do my intro. Welcome back to another episode of the Lounge Syndicate. I'm your host, Mr. J. Dre Day only equals Jay's payday, and I'm here. I'm sorry. I try, y'all. All right. Man, I'm your host, the icon, the Lounge Director of Operations himself, still your Lounge World Heavyweight Champion. Watches up for Shador. You know what I mean? Big things coming soon, y'all. We can't quite announce them yet, but we got some crazy stuff coming soon for y'all, man. Y'all have to stay in tune. The only thing I'll tell y'all, if you know who Nick Patrick is, you know. If you know, you know. But joining me, like always, is still my very humble and forgiving wise man, Lounge Chief Content Officer himself, Mr. Hunter. How you doing, sir?
Good. It's another great Wednesday in the lounge. Looking to have some fun this evening.
Yes, sir. All right. So we got a list of a couple of names, sir. And did you add any more names, or did you just keep the ones I did?
I didn't change any.
Okay.
So I took one of the bald fraud off and changed it to the other one.
Okay. All right. So we are going to start here. So basically, what we're doing, guys, is what went wrong? What could have salvaged these careers? We got a lot of different superstars on here. It's mostly WWE stuff, but it's gonna be guys like over the last couple of years, as well as throughout history. You guys will like it. You'll see. You'll catch up. First one is going to be Mr. Keith Lee. And now I'm gonna give a little background on each of these guys because that's what I do, just kind of keep you all in the loop. So, background on Keith Lee. Keith Lee was not one of, if I'm not mistaken, Keith Lee was the first Black NXT champion. He also was the first NXT dual champion.
Mm-hmm.
He also was the lone survivor for Team NXT in the 2019 Survivor Series game, in the Survivor Series match. He also had classics in NXT with Dijakovic. He also had these classics between that feud with him and Adam Cole. War Games, you name it, Keith Lee has done it and done it well. He's also a very experienced wrestler, mostly doing a lot of his independent work with PWG, being Pro Wrestling Guerrilla early in his career, putting on some crazy matches there. So with that being said, what could have salvaged Keith Lee's careers? Because I have three things, but if you want to bounce back and forth, we can. What could have salvaged Keith Lee's career? And when I say salvage, we're going to start with when they moved him to the main roster, which will be 2020.
Yep. Yeah. So before I make I got my timeline mixed up. Was he the lone survivor the year before he was in the Rumble, or was that the same year?
19 last survivor, 2020 was the Rumble.
Okay.
Again, I forgot about that great Rumble appearance. For him in 2020, the one that Drew won, he had a great Rumble appearance.
Yeah, he had that moment with Brock Lesnar early on, and me personally, as far as Keith Lee goes, what could have saved him? Vince was already in that mindset that he didn't really know how to push new people. So I think, unfortunately, Keith Lee was just a product of the environment at the time. And they put he gave the nod to Drew. I don't think Vince was ready for there to be another big man. Yeah. Brock was still the big man. Yeah. And I don't think Vince was quite ready for that to go away.
And I don't think the 2020 Rumble, also, I didn't mean to cut you off. I don't think the 2020 Rumble was his time anyway. I think that whole thing should have been Drew like to the end. I will still stand behind it. They made the correct choice with Drew McIntyre. That should not have been any different. I have this book into what could have salvaged WWE and what could have salvaged AEW.
Okay.
For my WWE thing, you said Vince not knowing how to book him. Mix that with the shaky booking, yes. The repackaging did it bad. The Bearcat Keith Lee thing.
There was nothing wrong with Limitless. Yeah, the theme song, the entrance, there was nothing
and
wrong.
Because it literally fit his character. He was he was different.
Yeah. I did not like that when it happened.
Something else that hurt them, I feel like it hurt them a lot. COVID has hurt a lot of NXT guys. To me, Keith Lee got hurt a lot because of COVID. And this is why I say that. A lot of his big stuff happened before COVID, right?
Right.
A lot of people came back to wrestling probably around this COVID-ish time period. So that's why you saw certain people getting pushed over others, because I'm not defending Vince for booking bad, but I can understand why it was booked so poorly sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can understand. I don't agree, but I can understand it. So COVID was a big part of that because like COVID pushed a lot of guys because of COVID. To me, COVID is why we got AEW, honestly, because
Yeah.
WWE pushed so many guys out that we had, hey, a few guys with money said, hey, let's make a promotion. So to me, COVID messed up a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I can
But
agree with that.
what could have salvaged his AEW run? His body, bro. His body just broke down on him. He hadn't been on TV for 2 years battling a bad ankle. So, like, bro, his body just gave up on him.
Yeah, the ring rust was real there.
Because people don't realize. Let me look this up. Keith Lee SmackDown Hotel. Y'all, I want to say Keith Lee been wrestling a long time, y'all. He's been wrestling a very long time. Yeah, and he's also 41.
Yeah.
Y'all. Keith Lee been wrestling since 05, y'all. He made his in-ring debut in 2005.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So he made his in-ring debut in 2005. So he's literally been wrestling for a mighty long time. Like he wrestled in NWA, in Ring of Honor, in Evolve, in PWG, and then in WWE and now AEW. So y'all, he's got 20 years on that body, bro. And he used to be more insane than he was when we saw him in the E. 20 years on a body doing stuff like that, it's gonna tear you up.
Yeah, I hate how WWE seems to have that. I guess I'm not gonna call it a curse, but they always seem to pull the trigger on guys too late. And then wonder why they never could sell well or build around it. It's because you waited 15 years too long.
Yeah, and also the last time we had an influx of young talent would have been like the Attitude-ish era, and even then, it was still a fight for power between the old. Now I think this generation should get a lot younger because we got old guys that's actually hanging up the boots and going to do other stuff. Before we had old guys hanging up the boots and still going to wrestle and do other stuff. Yeah. But now that we got guys who are really hanging up the boots, it may get younger, maybe. But and that's the thing. Keith Lee also fell victim of what a lot of NXT guys fell victim to. You were older, so that's probably why they didn't pull the trigger on some stuff because you were older.
Yeah,
like it's a plethora of guys, and I don't want to be that guy. But in I'm gonna say 2016 to 2019 to COVID happened.
Okay,
the roster of NXT, like from a what you accomplished standpoint, rivaled the main roster during that time.
100%.
Because during that time period, you had Austin Aries came through, Cassius Ono, aka Chris Hero, was in NXT. Sammy KO was there around that time. Well, they might have been main roster, but around that time period, the whole Undisputed Era, Keith Lee, Dijakovic, who else we got? Velveteen Dream was great.
Yeah.
Like it was just a lot. Like during that whole time, even during women, you got the 4 Horsewomen. They were main roster by then, but during that time period, you had Asuka,
Blue Pants,
Rhea,
Blue Pants.
Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But like, you see what I'm going at? Like that roster rivals even NXT. We didn't talk about NXT UK.
No.
Like during that time period, we had one of the youngest. If I don't know if he holds the record, I don't know how they count the record for youngest champion ever, because if they're going youngest world champion, off of technicality, is Tyler Bate.
Yeah, he was like what, 18 and some
change? 19 when he won the NXT UK belt. So during that time period, like it was just so crazy. Like but all these guys, they've been like when Keith Lee got the NXT, bro, he was a 12, 13, almost 15-year vet by the time he got the NXT.
Yeah.
So, stuff like that. Next, what could have been differently if Kurt Angle did not leave WWE after Mania? Was it 20 or 21? Or was it 19?
You talking about when he left?
Yeah, when he left.
He left initially in 06.
I think that's the one I'm talking about then. Whichever one.
His first stint was in the E was 98 to 06, and then he left in 06 and joined TNA.
He didn't come back, did he?
He came back 17, 18, 19, but I
Yeah,
think he wrestled.
okay. No. I'm speaking strictly wrestling. Strictly
Yeah,
wrestling.
he wrestled, I think, a couple of matches. He had his retirement match, but he was more of
Yeah,
like that GM backstage figure.
for sure.
Um,
So,
but
okay,
as far as
cool.
the wrestling side, this is my
Yeah.
only take with Kurt Angle.
Hold
Okay.
on. Let me get a background. Before
Okay.
you get a take.
Okay.
Kurt Angle, I know we all know him, top 10 wrestler of all time, Olympic gold medalist. Had from, if you guys been watching, which means you got to start watching us. Right, one of the, if not the best rookie years of all time in wrestling. He is also an old style Grand Slam champion. Just amazing guy, great worker, put on bangers, even though he doesn't have a 5-star match because of Dave idiotic Meltzer. The guy's a stud. He left in 2006 to go to TNA. Had one of the, it's crazy, some of the best matches of his life, but during one of the darkest times of his life. And yeah, go ahead with your take on him in the E.
What happened to Kurt Angle was the best thing that could have happened to him. As far as what saved him, what you could have done, how you would have booked it, I don't change a thing. I don't change. I understand he left in 06 because he was into some stuff and his body was hurting and he didn't know how to cope. But from 98 to 06, he won everything there was to win. There was no title he didn't win at that time point, unless you count like the hardcore titles or something.
He won that too, I think.
So he won everything there was to win, and then he goes to TNA, and you say I think his top five of his top 10 matches of all time were in TNA.
They probably split. Is it split? It's probably split. I can without doing like real research, I can give you that. Like half of his best matches were probably in what you call it. So yeah, I can give you that.
But you know, Kurt Angle was a different breed.
And that's what I was gonna say. I think the opposite of what you just said. I think the worst thing that could have happened to him was leaving, because if he had stayed in the E, would we have gotten more Kurt Angle? Because it would have forced him to clean himself up. Would he have? Because Kurt Angle ain't that old, bro. Kurt Angle's not that old. Let me double check something. Kurt's not old, brother.
Well, he had to be 20, 21 when he debuted in 98.
Him and Cena ain't too far off in age, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, wow. Never mind. I just lied.
How old is he?
He's 57. I just lied.
Okay.
But what's that?
And he hasn't wrestled in full time in a decade.
Over 10 years. So yeah. So okay. we still could have got some stuff from him. There's still some stuff we could have got.
But personally, I think, and this same thought process will go into another character later in the show. But I don't think Kurt Angle character stays as hot as he did if he would have stayed in the WWE for the entirety of his 20-something odd year career. Personally, that's just my opinion. Because he doesn't turn into the which I don't know. I still ain't learned what I can and can't say. Yeah, he doesn't turn into the badass he was in TNA if he stays in WWE.
I get that. It's a double-edged sword too, though, because he definitely could have been helped more in WWE, because WWE had that whole, when we moved towards PG, that whole no drug thing. Yeah, that was real.
Yeah. So
he would have cleaned up. He would have definitely like really cleaned himself up.
He wouldn't have had a choice if he wanted to stay employed.
Exactly. So it's like he would have cleaned himself up. All right, next guy. What if The Rock never leaves for Hollywood? So we all know who The Rock is, and let me start this one after I get a background. Dwayne Johnson, third generation superstar. Dwayne Johnson, because his daughter was the first fourth generation superstar.
Mm-hmm.
Great wrestler, pivotal wrestler of the Attitude Era. Was he ever the number one guy? To be honest, I don't think he was ever number one. Was he top two and top three a majority of his time there? Yes. He may have never been the clear-cut number one, but he may have spent the most time in top three conversations because each time he's returned, he jumped right in the top three conversations as far as importance. One of the best talkers of all time, won everything under the sun. Family tree speaks for itself. Now, my take on The Rock. If The Rock doesn't go Hollywood and decides to stay in WWE, I got a hot take. I think staying in WWE would have been the best decision for him, but the worst for us as fans. And this is why I say that. When he left, WWE was forced to find something else when he left. And that's when we got our Fruity Pebble hero. So it's a double-edged sword. Because the Rock isn't the best actor of all time. He's not close. He was at one point the highest paid actor of all time. Well, of the year or whatever. So that's why I said it could have, because he could have made a lot of money in wrestling too. Maybe not as much money. I don't think he gets as big as he does fan base wise without Hollywood.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm willing to argue that because everybody knows who The Rock is.
Yes, but if you would have been forced to watch the same 5 moves and the same 3 promos every week for 15 consecutive years, why do you think when he returned he was thrown back in the top 3? Because he could do stuff that other people couldn't on the mic.
Don't give me that same promo 15 years. We got a guy who did that and everybody knows who he is. I'm not talking about our Fruity Pebble Crusader.
Yeah.
We got a guy who told us to eat our vitamins and smoke our vegetables. Who did
I think he would. I personally believe he would have ended up in that same category.
Oh,
eventually. But I think him going to Hollywood, being on TV for 6 weeks, going away for 6 months, he's back for 6 weeks. That worked for him. It doesn't work with everybody else, but it worked for him.
The wrestling fan in me says he should stay. The real life person says to hell with y'all. The wrestling fan in me says he should have stayed though. But you know why the wrestling fan in me says he should have stayed? Because I'm thinking of the dream matches. You know what I mean? I'm thinking
what we could have get.
Well, we could have.
But you hit it on the head though. If The Rock stays, Cena probably never gets the call up from OVW. He probably never steps foot through the door.
No. Cena. People like Cena are inevitable, but I think all the timelines get pushed back. You get what I'm saying?
So instead of a 20-year-old Cena, we got a 30-year-old Cena doing the same thing?
Potentially, yes. But I think if the timeline gets pushed back, I don't think John Cena wins 17 world titles in this timeline where The Rock doesn't leave.
Oh, no.
I don't think he wins 17 in that timeline.
No. Because if The Rock doesn't leave, I personally believe that changes the way Stone Cold's career ends.
No, I think the thing about Stone Cold, if he wasn't so beat up, I think Stone Cold would have never left anyway.
Triple H's career goes a totally separate direction.
I don't think so. He married the boss's daughter. It was going this way anyway. Yeah,
but without The Rock being full time, they get that ladder match at SummerSlam in 97, 8.
Also, Cena debuted in like 05. I think we still get Cena. Just it maybe not as soon. I think you know what I think. I think Cena would have one of them would have been full time on Raw and one would have been full time on SmackDown, like they did Cena Batista.
Yeah. The Rock would have been on SmackDown 100%.
You know who this affects though? If The Rock stays on Raw like he was, this affects Batista more than we think. Batista is in trouble. Yeah, I forgot. I'm like, Batista was on Raw for a good little minute.
Yeah.
I think because then you're right. I think they do the swap just Cena to Rock.
Yeah.
From SmackDown to Raw. Cena to Rock. Batista's in trouble.
So what does that do? So Batista's in trouble. What about Randy?
I don't think Randy's in trouble. Third generation superstar, he's not in trouble.
Okay. Did we still win a world title at 23 years old?
No, not at 23. Yeah. I don't think we win one at 23. I think we still getting remnants of the Attitude Era because Rock and Triple H would have been on the same brand.
Yeah.
So we definitely get remnants of the Attitude Era because he left for that big break in 2004.
Okay, that's when he went and did the what do they call it, Scorpion King and stuff.
No, that's when he left for good. He left left.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Next, what if Finn Balor never gets injured when he won that first world title? Can you run through the background on Finn real quick while I run and grab something?
No. That's not what part of my pay grade.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just need like 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes. I need like 30 seconds.
Well, you got to be more prepared.
Okay. I'm sorry. Getting on the podcast that I help produce is crazy. Hold on, y'all.
No, I got you. All right. So as we know, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, SummerSlam. Seth Rollins is the inaugural Universal Champion. He won the. Excuse me. Finn Balor is the inaugural Universal Champion. He wins the title on a Sunday. He has to relinquish it on a Monday due to an arm injury. And then if you follow along, you have noticed that Finn Balor has come nowhere close up until recently in the world title picture. So what happens if the arm injury doesn't occur? Can I tell you why? Can I tell you, in my own opinion, why I think it took so long for Finn Balor?
You can, but can I add a little bit more background before we keep going?
Sure.
I heard you cover like the inaugural stuff. Finn Balor, though, also I have to give credit whenever I can because to me he doesn't get enough credit for this because of how much of a joke that it became. Finn Balor also started probably the most influential wrestling stable of the 2000s.
I forgot. I'm sorry. You can take me down for that one.
Yeah, he also was that guy everywhere he's been. Minus WWE, surprisingly, Finn Balor has been that guy everywhere. When he went as Prince Devitt as well, was a New Japan mainstay. And I think officially, the what you call it is dead. The Bullet Club is officially dead as of this year.
Gone.
But the remnants of the Bullet Club still remain because you still got Bullet Club Gold. Also, Finn been shit a long ass time. Finn been wrestling since 2003.
Yep.
I just wanted to check his accomplishments really quickly.
Well, while you do that, I'm gonna give my take.
Go ahead. I got it pulled up, but go ahead.
Once again, and it's a pretty common thought process in the IWC. Vince McMahon, towards the tail end, wasn't real sure what he wanted to do. My theory has been when they actually put that title on Finn Balor's waist, Vince did not like the way it looked.
So you think even with the injury, he probably would have been.
I don't think he would have held the title very long. I think Vince would have realized really quickly that Seth is who he wanted. But I don't think Vince liked the way physically. And I know that's a stretch, but that's my theory, is that he didn't like the way the belt physically looked around the waist of Finn Balor. Because just as everybody else knows, a bad champion can be good if he at least looks good holding the daggum thing. But that's just my theory.
I want to rebuttal that and say, could it have been that, or could it have been that first injury? So, to me, when he gets injured, so when the first person that loses your new world title has to vacate it, the prestige is just immediately in the dumpster.
It's in trouble. You are right.
So I think that prestige messed them up so bad that they were just like, nope. But
I don't know the number off the top of my head, but he hasn't even had maybe one or two up until recently world title matches in that 10-year time span. Like he just hasn't been around it up until recently.
Yeah, and I think that's for yeah.
And we still know he's not going to win it. Not at least not over the next month and a half, 2 months.
Who knows? Tease me with it. I don't know, bro. He might win it now for real, for real. You know how many plans for that to change?
Oh, because Bronson Reed?
Everybody hurt. This Mania bill is crazy. Everybody hurt. So you think nothing will change for Finn Balor?
If he stays healthy, like I said, I don't see the title reign being that long. Just because, I mean, Seth was strapped to the Rocket, and I don't think they really liked the decision anyway. And the injury was just made it a heck of a lot easier.
Made it a lot harder to make. Okay, I got you.
Now, because granted, you don't want to have an inaugural champion and then put him on the sidelines for 7 months and he can't do anything with the title. You just, like you said, you just killed the title off already.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe if it had been somebody else, they would have maybe tried that, maybe backstage segments, interviews, promos in the ring that didn't require a ton of physicality.
Nah, but you can't go months without defending the belt. Like that's the problem we have with Dom right now. You're going months without defending the belt. I don't want to see you.
I agree. That's why I don't think the reign would have been that long. But
yeah,
again, that's just my opinion, and you can argue with a brick wall.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong though. The only thing I would question, like, look with the belt, maybe, but Vince got a tight, bro. I don't even know why we talked about this. He got a tight. Okay. What if they never had to? What if Mr. Kennedy was another one that suffered injury?
Oh gosh. From Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Give a little back. It ain't much background on him.
It's not. He wasn't around very long.
World champion TNA though.
I think he was a 2-time TNA world champion, wasn't he?
Let's go find out. Yeah, world champion TNA though. What could have went different for Mr. Kennedy?
If they'd have waited 3 days for another doctor to confirm the injury.
He wasn't hurt that bad?
No. The way the story goes is he had a shoulder injury. Well, the doctor in the locker room diagnosed it as a torn labrum, the same injury that Finn got. So they had it where Mr. Kennedy, I keep wanting to call him Mr. Anderson, Mr. Kennedy had to drop the suitcase to Edge on that Friday. Mr. Kennedy flew to Birmingham that Saturday, and the doctor was like, oh, it's just a hematoma. You can go back to work in 2 weeks. And so the initial diagnostic was, a 6, 7, 8 month sideline. Yeah. But in reality, it had been 3 weeks, and nothing would have changed.
Yeah, I got a second opinion.
So the injury happens, and then of course, a few years later, he has the bump with Randy, which is what people say it got him fired.
And that was, it pissed me off because even Randy goes back and is like, dang, I messed up. I hate that I did a lot of the stuff I did. It was too late, Randy Orton. It's too late.
Up until I heard an interview not too long ago, I have watched that video and seen that bump 1.5 times. And I still can't pinpoint where the injury actually happened.
It probably didn't. Randy was a different person back then.
But no, Mr. Kennedy would have been
Kennedy.
So I'll tell you this: the 2008 Jeff Hardy is what 2007 Mr. Kennedy would have been. 100%.
I agree. He would have been a world champion though, because there's no way they start losing cash ins that soon. Like the first cash in loss wasn't until Cena. I think Cena was the first person to lose a cash in.
In 06.
No.
Yeah.
He lost. No. When I say lose a cash in, like
I'm sorry, he cashed in and didn't win the title.
Lost. Yes.
Sorry.
It made either Cena or Sandow. One of them two was the first one to lose a cash in.
Yeah, because I know Braun did it, Sandow did it, Cena did it,
like 2011 or something like that.
Austin Theory did
Sandow.
it. Huh?
That theory was so stupid.
Yeah, it was. But no, I was a Kennedy fan.
Oh, I was too.
Hey, man, I love him.
Oh wait, Jeff Hardy though. Come on, bro.
Yes, because if Mr. Kennedy is still around,
no, he's not.
Oh wait, Hardy doesn't have.
Not, you're lying. He's not always Jeff. They were two different brands in 2008, so it don't even matter. Yeah,
he was
on Raw in 2008. No, he was there. Well, let me see.
He got fired officially in
2007. I think we still get what you call it. We still get Jeff Hardy.
No.
Okay, we still get Jeff Hardy. We still get Jeff. Shoot, I'm gonna add him on there. What if Jeff and RVD could have laid off their other extracurricular activities?
Well, to put it to you this way, it hurt Jeff a whole lot more than it hurt Rob. I can tell you that.
You think? I think it might have hurt Rob more. Jeff recovered though.
Rob learned to embrace it. Rob wasn't gonna change.
Oh, okay. I get what you mean. It did make Rob some money though.
You know what I mean?
It definitely made Rob some money.
Yeah, the second firing of Jeff Hardy in 2017, 2018 is BS. But I definitely think Jeff, the 08 ride would have been a heck of a lot longer. In my opinion. Because Jeff was somebody you could put in the ring with anybody. He could have a good match with. You know, he wasn't like, I'm not going to say unathletic, but he definitely wasn't the most athletic. I don't really know what word I'm trying to put there, but
he was sneaky athletic for sure.
But he was good.
But nah. All right, my bad. I was reading something. To the next guy. Let me see. I want to do one more of these.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm looking at the other names we had. We had Andrade, Christian, Dolph Ziggler, Shelton Benjamin. I can't call any of those what ifs because Christian was a world champ multiple times.
Yeah,
Dolph,
but
it might have been a here dang thing, but Christian was also NWA world champion as well.
Yeah. And he's still champion.
ACW champion. Yeah, he's still going. So multi-time world champion, still active, not a big role because he's been on TV, but at one point in time was still one of the better heels on the planet. No, I can't. Yeah. I can't consider Christian a what if. I can't count Dolph as a what if because Dolph is still a Grand Slam champion, TNA champion, NXT champion. I can't count him as a what if. Yeah, he's TNA world champ.
I knew that. I'm trying to play back the Grand Slam. I knew about the NXT championship.
He won. I think he should be a Grand Slam. Hold on.
He might be. I think I can see.
What I'm skeptical about in my head is a U.S. title run. That's the only one I can't pinpoint.
I think I can see him in the U.S. title.
I can too. That's why I said it.
Because he had two world heavyweight runs, an IC run, multiple.
Yeah, he's a grand. He's an unrecognized Grand Slam. How? Oh, okay. I get it.
Why is it unrecognized?
Because he won 2 world heavyweights. He didn't win a WWE championship. So he is technically he's a Grand Slam champion, but that's BS. Grand Slam champ, I don't care.
I didn't When did they change that? Because I thought Grand Slam was just a world title. I didn't realize it had to be both world titles.
He may be unrecognized because that championship's not a champion anymore. You know what I'm saying?
That title's not around, you mean?
Title, well, it is, but it's weird. It's just weird, bro. It's just weird. Because like I don't know, bro. I really don't. I genuinely can't tell you. Because as of this right here, he should be a Grand Slam.
Right.
Off of this format that I'm looking at. Oh, never mind. I see why it's unrecognized. I see why. Okay, so this is why it's unrecognized, y'all. That the U.S. title, not the U.S. title. There's no, even though we have the World Heavyweight Championship now, there's no current lineage for it. So that's why it's unrecognized. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. I knew it had to be something. I knew it had something to do with the World Heavyweight. So if you're all looking, right? Can you see this, Hunter?
Yeah.
So Grand Slam champs, the original format was World Heavyweight title or WWE title, right? This is the one he had. You had to win an IC, a European or hardcore, a world, and a tag team championship. He never won either of these. So in old styling, as you can see, Kurt Angle, from old styling, he doesn't count because the US title wasn't always here. You remember the US title was a WCW championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now we get to the modern format, and he never won the new WWE or the Universal, but he won everything else.
Huh. I wonder how many like him are out there. That may be something we need to look up. Oh, okay.
So Kurt is an old style Grand Slam champion, but not recognized under the new style because he never won the Universal, which is be the same for Eddie, same for Big Show, same for Jericho. Oh no, those both formats. I'm sorry. This is what I need. Unrecognized. So below you find out who won all eligible titles but are not recognized due to not meeting extra or modern or see. Look, Dolph Ziggler won all the secondary titles required for the new format plus the World Heavyweight, which isn't eligible because it's not a current belt.
Okay.
Even though it should be though.
Now I'm curious. What did Stone Cold? Which era belt did he win? That
he never won a European.
Never won a European. Okay.
Won an IC, but he never won a hardcore either. Same thing with Brett. Yeah, Brett never won a European. Brett never won a European. It's crazy. Yeah, Davey Boy Smith.
That's pretty nice.
Davey Boy Smith had it. He who shall not be named doesn't have a. Everybody here is gonna be missing the European more than likely, except for this old joker here. He's missing. What is he missing? Tag team. No.
Why do they have because they got the NWA United States Championship listed.
That's what he's missing in. That's what it is. No European or hardcore. That's what he's missing. Same thing with Dolph.
That's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a list of potentials.
Oh, wow.
Carlito was one world title away from
yeah. Braun Strowman just needed a U.S. title, which he should.
Cody needed U.S.
So we know what we're getting next year.
Drew needed U.S. Drew Cody for the title. Gold Dust is a world. Gold Dust, Sammy, Santino Marella. Wow.
What a list.
What is Sheamus? IC. Sheamus ain't never won. That's what you remember. We were talking about that. Sheamus never won the IC. Shelton Benjamin, Shinsuke never won a world title. He didn't.
No, because he won the Rumble and then lost it.
Zack Ryder.
What is Zack Ryder missing? The world title?
World.
It's nuts.
I need women. I mean, I know we're just kind of going down a rabbit hole now. Alexa Bliss and Bianca are both so you got to win the NXT to be a women's Oh,
that's kind of crazy.
That is crazy, ain't it?
What is that? I guess the NXT title. Okay. Look purple from here.
So they probably gonna have to reformat this pretty soon.
So it needs a
They gonna
one world.
they
Do it
gonna
need
split.
both
They're gonna
world
split
titles?
this. They're gonna split this NXT women's title with a what you call it. They're gonna split that with one with the mid card belts.
Yeah. So it should change the one world title, both mid cards and tag title.
NXT shouldn't count. But if you got it with this, that'll have to be a new format though. They would just have to make
Oh
a
yeah,
whole new
yeah.
format. Let me look at TNA. I didn't think about this. Never thought about who was TNA Grand Slams. I'm pretty sure we can name all these guys though.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley being one title away,
Hold
and
on. Can
most
you
people
can you scroll back up to the list of where it showed the titles above that?
women's.
I was seeing though the TNA Legends Global Television King of the Mountain Impact Grand. How many titles were? I was trying to see how many titles were listed there.
Okay.
That doesn't seem as impressive because there's 48 different titles you can do it with.
It only counts as 2. All these titles aren't here anymore though. None of these titles are active. I don't think any of these titles are active anymore.
I don't think so. I think they've changed it to because I've got the international.
No,
And
that's
the
AEW. That's AEW. Wait, is it? I don't know.
no TNA's it's that blue one. It's the international championship. The blue.
Yeah, bro, we're never getting this again. We're never getting this again. I just thought about it. We're never getting another TNA Grand Slam again. LA Knight is a X Division title away. Moose is a tag division. Bobby is a tag. James
They
Storm.
haven't found anybody for Moose to win a tag title with yet.
Him and Bobby can do it. 2 blacks. And Kenny being the one Grand Slam from AEW. Wow. Holy crap. I just looked. I swiped fast and I just saw who the other guy was. Did you see the second name?
Yeah.
Did you see the second name?
Yeah, I did.
Holy polar bear in Arlington. Hey man, I'll probably get it. But Ray Phoenix, yeah, that ship is sailed, buddy. IWGP. This is pretty impressive. Let's keep going. Hiroshi Tanahashi, Will Ospreay, Jay White. Ring of Honor. Bro, why does every Ring of Honor?
I didn't think Never was a part of New Japan. I thought it was its own thing over there.
No, it's in New Japan. It's like I think it. So New Japan. Let me come back to my screen. New Japan fight in weight classes.
Yeah, I did
so
know
the
that.
Never open weight can be anybody versus anybody.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Jay White.
Not very many of them over there, is there?
This iteration is the ugliest iteration of the IWGP, hands down. I'm so glad they went back to this one. This is the most beautiful belt of all time. With all the winners on there too, yeah, this is the most beautiful belt of all time.
Yeah.
You said no.
I said yeah.
Oh. Christopher Daniels.
Wow.
Matt Taven, Jay Lethal. Shout out to Christopher Daniels. Why does every Ring of Honor belt
Matt Taven? Is that Alex Shelley or is that actually somebody different? I can't tell from here.
It might be Alex Shelley. No, it's actually somebody different. Who is this?
Matthew Marinelli. Don't know who that is.
Me neither.
Congratulations, Matt.
Yeah, Grand Slam champ. Oh, see, Ring of Honor guys. Jonathan Gresham, Briscoe. He can still do this. Wait, no, he can't. Just realize who that was.
I'm still confused. I think he's the one who can though.
No. I think he passed. Is Mark the one who passed? No. This one that's still here.
I can never remember.
It's the other one. No offense. No disrespect to the other Briscoe brother. Who is this?
Who?
Scott. Trevor Murdoch.
Who is that? NWA?
He is NWA.
Bram, Thom Latimer, Kenneth Cameron.
I remember the name. Do you remember the name Thom Latimer? It sounds familiar. I feel like we should know that.
No, I don't. You got to click on him because I don't have a freaking clue who that is.
What was he known as? Thom Latimer. Thomas Lattimore. Dom Lattimore. Why do I know that name from somewhere? And maybe where I know his name from.
Looks like he was at NXT from 2012. So what was his name
So
then?
he was in that first class of what you call it.
That's when it was still the game show.
Maybe. He should have been there when it was still the game show.
I don't recognize him.
Huh?
I said I don't recognize him.
I thought I knew him. Is this gonna go back? I guess not. Let's just click on this page and keep going forward then. He was the last one, wasn't he? Yeah, he was the last one.
Yeah.
All right. That was fun.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, we'll be trying to do more stuff to keep everybody occupied and keep everybody involved. You got anything else you want before we get out of here?
No. I can ask you this real quick since I finally catch you the day before.
Mm-hmm.
Who's winning the chamber? Both of them.
I don't even know. Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
And I haven't even seen the women. Cody Rhodes for both.
He gonna get in there and beat the women up too?
Definitely. Who's in the women's chamber match? I know Cody probably gonna win a man.
It's Rhea, Alexa, Kyrie, I keep wanting to call her Katana from the Mortal Kombat, but Kiana James, Kiana Carter.
Kiana Carter.
Julia's right-hand woman.
Katana Chance.
Yeah.
Caden Carter's who you're thinking about.
Yeah. Oscar, Raquel, Tiffany, Rhea, and Alexa Bliss are the 6 that are in the women's. And then the men is.
Why can we bet on this?
You say why can we?
You can bet on the Elimination Chamber.
Okay. Put me down for 20.
Why is that a thing?
I think the men's one's gonna be really good. I think they're both actually gonna be good. I think the talent involves really good. Yeah. Trick and Javon are gonna probably jump off the top of the
Javon
structure.
So this is Tiffany, Oscar, Alexa, Rhea, Raquel, Kiana James. I don't know. Did Liv already pick who she facing? I hadn't watched Raw in so long.
Yeah, she's
this is for Jade then.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, Liv's. Oh. I don't think she actually said yet, but it's all pointing that Liv's gonna pick Stephanie.
Titty Time gonna win. Tiffy Time gonna win.
Okay.
I think either Tiffy, Alexa, Raquel. Oh no, Tiffy, Alexa.
I'm ready for him to pull the trigger on Raquel, but the way they've made Rhea look her last few matches that weren't tag matches, I think it's a pretty safe bet for Rhea to win.
I was gonna say as long as Rhea don't win, because I'm enjoying the tag team stuff she's doing, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Her and Io are doing. Yeah, I enjoy it.
Also, Jay will run it back at least once.
So I said the same thing. He'll be one of the last two or I said last two. One of the first two to start the match. He would definitely run it back. And if I had to guess, it's probably going to end. And I'm just going to call a spot here. He's going to run it back. Randy's going to be in there with him. Randy's going to RKO him. I think Jason early Elam.
Yeah.
But I'm going to call the shot now and say they finally pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger on Randy going here?
No. What's up? LA Knight going to WrestleMania, getting a world title shot, baby.
No shot.
Yeah, all the way shot.
This is Cody
all the way shot.
This is Cody Rhodes' battle to lose.
Nope. He is going to lose. LA Knight. Because Randy's finally going to punch somebody, and it's going to be Cody.
Because they got to figure something out. If it happens, I'm actually cool with it happening, but I just don't believe it. So if it happens, great.
So about the three I's, man.
What three I's?
Intensity, integrity. I don't remember Kurt's last one.
See, you don't even believe it. But all right, let's get out of here.
All right.
Man, we'd like to say thank everybody for coming out today, showing out with us, having a little fun with us over here at the lounge, man. Yeah, man, we appreciate y'all. Sunday is gonna be a movie, so we're gonna see what's going on. Coming up, man, for the first time in like ever, without all of us, I won't be here for a week. So you all have fun.
What are we gonna do without him?
Pray, host it.
Come hang out on Sunday and find out. It's going to be a banger.
I'll be here Sunday. I won't be here after Sunday.
I mean,
Wednesday. Well, we better make sure we got a crew for Wednesday. It's usually just me and you.
I'm gonna be sitting by myself babbling.
Hey, look, I'll set some up for you.
Y'all want me to read you an audio book or something? I go buy Becky's book and we'll just read an audio book on Wednesday.
You know her book. They say her book pretty good. It might not be too bad. They say her book pretty decent. But man, I'm your host, Lounge Director of Operations himself, Mr. J, my wise man and Lounge Chief Content Officer, Mr. Hunter. And we are out of here, baby. Peace.
See ya.